I'd like for both of you to talk a little bit about the level of optimism from a national perspective, both from the cricket community and any entities outside of the cricket community that you think could be assets to the cricket community.
My optimism has only increased because of opportunities to meet with people like you guys in this room and folks that I've met in New York, in Washington, D.C., in North Carolina, and Atlanta, and L.A., and San Fran. But that optimism has only increased with, we were in New York 2 weeks ago for the town hall, and we met with ESPN while we were there, and to see their excitement on the stuff that we're doing. We kind of walked them through some of these things that we're doing here. We've got meetings next week in San Fran to talk about some of our plans and to hear the excitement and the optimism from Willow and the things that we're doing to grow and develop the sport. So I have nothing but optimism. And again, I don't come from this sport. It's been a steep learning curve for me. I don't have all the answers. I will continue to lean on all of you and everyone else that I engage with to continue my education in this space. But I think the future is very bright. I think we can have some early wins, hit some early sixes, if you will, in this process, and then just continue to build on that. And the more that we build on it, the more that we will bring more people into this fold, and the more that we bring more people in this fold, the more reach that we will have, and the more potential we'll have. And we share some office space right now with a couple of other NGBs, and they're smaller sports, but they look at us with envy, with the conversations we're having with ESPN. They couldn't dream of having a meeting. These are Olympic sports that, are on a platform like no other in the Olympic Games every 4 years that are jealous of the reach that we have to be able to sit down with an ESPN and talk strategy and talk reach and talk, big data. And, I think the big cricket aspect is one that I didn't anticipate that we would have, the potential revenue that we have there, the potential to just leave legacy programs, I think is huge opportunity. So I'm nothing but optimistic, and again, I would be disappointed if this thing isn't humming along at a pretty good speed. 12 months from now, that we could all sit back and say, we've done a pretty good job, but there's still a lot of work to do. But man, we're off to a great start.
I think the optimism for me grows. As you said, I've been involved in the process for a few years, but every single meeting that we have in rooms like this, that we can go for 4 hours, approaching 5 hours, and everyone is still fully engaged and asking some great questions. I know that's why Eric and I are happy to work some long hours to give the community what we think it deserves. And I think from our perspective, and I know certainly from my perspective, that I think that you probably don't know what you actually deserve in this space from a national federation. And I know that's certainly our goal, is to try and show you what true leadership is and what a national federation and how it should service its members. So I know that's certainly what's making me quite optimistic that everyone's engaged in that process, and because I know we certainly are.